Well, hey YouTube, welcome back once again to Harley Day Rider. Good old HDR with you here on a lovely Thursday evening in southwestern Pennsylvania. They told us it's going to be 80 degrees today, and it actually made it probably closer to 86 degrees. I did ride to work. Obviously, I'm riding home, so I must have rode to work this morning. And the only problem, it was a nice ride. I didn't have my freeze-out gear on. My hands didn't get cold. I had my eye gloves on this morning, but the only problem I had this morning was the windshield fogging up. So that was the only really problem I had this morning. And made it very difficult to see, especially since I have this this is my 12-inch windshield, and as much as it gives you protection, the downside of it is that if it fogs up, you can't see over it. Like, I can't get up here and see over it, so that's the bad part. Alright, but before we get into any discussions at all, I gotta say my heart and our prayers are going out to all the folks in Puerto Rico. You know, my friend I ride with, his name is Henry, but his real given name is Enrique. Now, Enrique, or Henry, he was born and raised in Puerto Rico. He has a lot of family in Puerto Rico, and he's really super worried about him, and as I'm sure I would be. I mean, the island was just devastated by this last hurricane coming through. So I just wanted to say that, not only for his family, for everybody, if we have anybody that watches any of these videos in Puerto Rico, stay safe, you know, as best you can, and hunker down. You'll get through this. You know, I told my wife last night, I wish I could just jump on a plane and fly down there and help out. I just don't have that kind of time at work to take off. So, but I'm sure there's a lot of relief coming for you, and everybody that's in that relief effort. You know, thank God for you folks, and we pray for your safety also. All right, but yeah, on the note of the windshield, that's why I like to have my 6-inch or my 7-inch windshield on. It comes right up to about here. That way I can see over it clearly with my glasses. And my glasses didn't fog up this morning. These are the riding glasses I bought. I have them on my blog, which is harleydayrider.com. Look back through a couple of posts, and I have a link on there where you can buy these glasses I bought. You buy 3 pair for like $9. But what's super nice about them is they have this cushion behind it that keeps them a little bit from your face, and it allows airflow underneath and into the glasses themselves, so they don't fog up. Once they get to the temperature of the outside weather, they don't fog. They're very good for that. Once again, I said go to harleydayrider.com and check those out on one of my blog posts. This guy here, he might have sold it. He was selling a motorcycle back there. I don't know what he wanted for it, but anyhow, probably more than I can afford to pay for it right now, but it is what it is. So what kind of, we talk windshield, you know, I put this 12-inch on when myself and Mrs. HDR took our ride to Wyoming because we wanted the maximum wind protection, and we didn't want our helmets. That makes you really tired when your helmet starts banging on your head, and when your head starts doing one of these. You know, like those old, remember the old birds in the back of the car with the water? I'm really dating myself now, but you remember when they used to be in the back of the, whatever you would call that, the back window of the car, there was a little area back there that you would sit these birds on. There would be water, and they'd go down and up, you know, and it was just kind of comical. Everybody had these things in their cars, but that's what your head feels like. And when you get that head bobbing, or is it called buffing, head buffering, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it makes you really exhausted when you're riding. So for long distance ridings, I like this big windshield. But for around town riding like this, riding to work, I like my 7-inch windshield, so I think I'm going to put that back on there maybe tomorrow. This is also nice, I told you before, for colder weather, but if it fogs up and I can't see, this morning I was riding to work like this. This is where I was. If you can see how high my helmet is over that windshield right now, I was sitting up like this on the back of my seat so I could see through my glasses because the windshield kept fogging up so bad. I mean, I did it, you know, I made it to work okay. And whenever you do any kind of, and it wasn't cold this morning, I'm talking like 60 degrees, but there was enough fog in the area where it was just fogging the windshield up. What I like to see them make, and no motorcycle company I've seen yet makes this. You know, they make it for the rear window of a car. Why can't you do it for here? Have those little heating elements in here where you can turn it on, like on an accessory switch, and turn that window on to you know, get the dew off of it or the fog. There, I just gave somebody $1 million idea, I'm sure. But, anyway. I know, I'm not inventing it, you might as well do it. Hey, if you make a couple $2 billion, maybe throw me a couple million for telling you about that. But they need to invent a windshield that will defog itself. But never have. You know what, Liz? I think motorcyclists tend not to ride in cold weather, foggy weather. They tend not to ride in the rain. That's why we don't have windshield wipers yet. I don't know why we can't have a windshield wiper on a windshield. I've been trying to build one, but I'm not sure how. I don't know if I want the motor on top, have the windshield wiper go below it, or have the motor on the bottom and have the windshield wiper coming across it. I haven't figured that part out yet, but why can't we have a windshield wiper? Hell, motorcycles have been around for forever, right? Since 1901, people have been building motorcycles. 1903 for Harley. I don't understand it. But I think the reason is people don't generally ride motorcycles in bad weather. That's why we don't have a heater on here. Why can't we have some kind of heater that blows up on you? I don't know. These are just things I wonder when I'm riding. You know, I know they got electric clothing. I know we got a lot of that. You know, electric coats, gloves, boot liners, pant liners, electric underwear. But I don't know. It just seems like we could have so much more. But I know there's only a few people out there in the world probably like me that just ride to ride. I mean, I don't. If it's 40 degrees outside, I got to think about it a little bit, but I generally will ride. So, but everybody won't do that. So I don't think they would sell motorcycle heaters and defrosters to the masses. I just don't think that would happen. All right, so let me hear your thoughts of some of these silly, maybe even stupid ideas that I come up with. But that's the kind of stuff I like to talk about, right, when we're riding together. These are things I think about, and I like to share with you guys out there on YouTube. I mean, it's just a nice way to, so you can see how my mind works some days. But yeah, so check it out, see what happens, and let me know what your thoughts is. Would you like a heater on a bike, some kind of heat? I don't know. Windshield wiper? Defoggers? Be pretty nice, right? So, alright folks, have a great day today. A better day tomorrow. And ride safe out there. Ride your own ride. We always talk about that. I will talk to you next time. Harley Day Rider. We'll be down and out once again in the lovely 86-degree southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now, folks.